I was living with my girlfriend, delivering packages for Amazon, and I would work these 10-hour, 12-hour shifts. I'd be gone all day. I'd basically like wake up in the morning and I wouldn't eat anything. Sometimes I would be so damn tired that I would literally drink a Monster or an energy drink so I could get through the day. You know what I mean? And I absolutely hated my job. I hated what I did. I couldn't stand it. You know what I mean? And I always felt tired. I've always felt sluggish. I didn't feel like ever doing anything. And up until recently, I found out about testosterone. And basically, for the past month or two, I've been doing things to optimize my testosterone levels. Now, disclaimer, I don't have any test scores or, any deciliters, milligram, whatever you call it, right? I don't have any of that. I got my levels checked, and they still haven't sent me the results back. I still haven't got them, and I don't know what it is. So I'm just basically going off of how I feel. You know what I mean? That's what so from the way that I understand it, when you have high testosterone, you basically just feel more confident, more you want to express yourself more in a positive way. Like you have this aggression, you feel powerful, you feel like you're on top. You're walking past a lot of people, and for some reason it really seems like they are intimidated by you. You know what I mean? And that's just kind of like the surface level stuff. Like the more deeper stuff is, of course, you know, hard work and effort feels good, you know what I mean? And you feel more motivated to do these things. And then, like I said, you're more confident, aggressive, and bold. And it's just better for a man because when you're trying to reach your goals, when you're trying to accomplish what you want out of life, you need your testosterone to be higher. It's like not only so you can achieve your goals and the things you want out of life, but also for your woman. You know what I mean? And that's like a very, important thing. Over the past few decades or whatever, it's like most people, you know what I'm saying? I thought I heard somebody talking or whatever. I thought somebody was talking to me. Okay, so it's like over the past few decades, men's testosterone levels have like drastically dropped. They're lower than baseline, lower than average, lower than what they should be. They'll tell you, oh, the right levels are probably like 300 to 500, or they'll tell you 400 is average, 400 is normal for young men. Meanwhile, we have erectile dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? And and I say we, I'm not talking about me. I wasn't included in that. But I used to have that issue too. But it's the thing. Our great grandfathers, their levels are probably like at 700. They're like triple what ours are. You know what I mean? And they're much older. So how are we younger and we have lower testosterone than the people that are older than us? That doesn't make any sense. So I started doing a lot of research on it. A lot of research. Because, you'll go to the doctor, you'll talk to the doctor, and you get your levels checked and stuff like that. But they're not going to tell you what you can do to improve your levels and everything, right? They're not going to tell you all that. And of course, you don't want to get on TRT or steroids or anything. You don't want to mess with none of that stuff. All the stuff I'm going to tell you in this video is completely natural, and I'm just telling you what I did to kind of get my levels up, even though I don't have any scientific proof to show you other than the way I'm talking and my conviction and my confidence. You can take my word for it, or you can just disregard. It doesn't really matter to me. I ain't here to convince you. I'm just trying to help you. But, so, I told you the benefits of having higher testosterone. You're more bold when it comes to women. You'll attract them more. You'll go approach them. You're more likely to seek the opposite gender. You know what I mean? So it's just better all around for you, mentally, financially, spiritually. It just help you become a more successful person. It'll make things a lot easier. It'll make the path of resistance feel like you actually want to do it. You know what I mean? So I guess, let's say going to the gym. You in the gym lifting weights. When you have a lower testosterone, you know, you feel like you're just dragging through it. You're like, oh man, I can't wait for this to be over. But when your testosterone is higher, you have more energy, you're fueled, you're ready to go. You're trying to pump that iron. You're trying to, you're like, oh man, I don't want to leave. Especially when some women walk into the gym. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. See, a lot of people, I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of people, they want to cap and say they don't care about the women. They're just doing it for them. No, you're doing it for the women. You know you want the women. Why do you post a damn picture online then? Exactly. That's what it is. All right. So here's what I did to get my testosterone levels higher naturally. Don't try to go to the doctor, and they're not going to tell you what to do. They're not even going to want to test you unless you say you having issues in the bedroom or whatever. So, sunlight. When you first wake up in the morning, make sure that you go outside and you get you some fresh sunlight. You know what I mean? As soon as you wake up, even if it's cloudy outside, even if it's raining outside, go outside, get you some sunlight. Just look at the sun a little bit. Don't look directly into the sun, obviously, but just get some sunlight in your eyes. Not only is that going to help with testosterone and your body's natural functions, it's also going to help with your sleep cycle, you know what I mean, your circadian rhythm. It's going to set it up to where later on that night, you're able to fall asleep without no problem, you know what I mean? It's giving you that cortisol peak that you need early in the day in order to fall asleep later. That's how depression and anxiety happens in a lot of people, because they don't go out and get that sunlight. That cortisol peak comes a lot later. All right. And then number 2, of course, this is a basic, but it's really important. We don't want to overlook it. Sleep. Sleep is so beneficial for not only your hormones, your testosterone, but also everything. You know what I mean? Your mood, how you feel, how motivated you are to chase your dreams and your goals and, be successful, and your social skills, your fitness, everything. Sleep's important for everything. So make sure you're getting at least like 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep a night. You know what I mean? Make sure you're sleeping in a dark room. You got to have that darkness also. That's also important too. It's important to have bright light in your eyes in the daytime, and then darkness in your eyes in the nighttime. And yeah. So, and then your diet. So here's the things I've been eating. I've been eating like 3 to 4 eggs every single day. I eat mine over easy. That's the way I like mine. But then I'll eat some ground beef. I'll eat like 8 ounces of ground beef. I just started doing this, and I feel a whole lot different. So something I want to add is that you might want to get the grass-fed ground beef, because the grass-fed ground beef, it's a lot healthier. And I also noticed something because I was eating the regular ground beef because it's cheaper and I don't want to spend more money and whatnot. What ended up happening was my allergies would be terrible. I'd be waking up in the morning and sneezing and coughing, and I just wouldn't feel well at all. I just feel sick. You know what I mean? So as soon as I switched my diet to the grass-fed ground beef, I noticed that I wasn't feeling so bad. I wasn't feeling so sick when I woke up in the morning. My allergies got less bad. You know what I mean? So eat the grass-fed ground beef. You got to get some fat in your diet, some avocados, maybe I'll eat cashews. And then you got to also look out for your nutrients, like your micronutrients. You know what I mean? Macronutrients is important also. Protein and mostly fat and stuff. Cholesterol gets converted to testosterone and all that. But you also definitely want to make sure that you are getting, your regular vitamins and minerals like zinc, magnesium, various stuff, like especially vitamin D. That's very important when it comes to your T levels, your vitamin D, because it's something about your ball, your scrotum, whatever. It helps your body actually produce it or something like that. You know what I mean? It gives your body the resources it needs. And then on something else I'll add on top of all of this is exercise. Exercise is going to be very important, because if you got to exercise regularly. I'm not sure about the science behind it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't really know why. I just, exercising is like good for you, like building muscle. I guess like the more muscle mass you have, the better you're going to be able to have testosterone, you know what I'm saying? Because, it takes testosterone to build muscle. So make sure you're exercising, weightlifting, strength training, stuff like that. I heard about some reps, sets, 6 sets, 10 reps of 6 sets or something like that. I don't know why I can't say that, but 6 sets of 10 reps or something like that. And do that with any exercise or something like that. But I just do my normal exercise and all that. And then, yeah, and the exercise part isn't really too crazy. Just make sure you're exercising, you're building muscle and all that, and you should be good. Body fat levels, get your body fat levels down, eat more healthy, stuff like that. And it makes your voice deeper too, I'll say that. And then as far as your diet goes, you definitely want to make sure that you're not eating any processed food. That's like the most important thing. That's one of the most important factors in your testosterone levels. Make sure you're not eating any processed food, too much carbs. Now you do got to have carbs. You do got to eat some rice. I just eat rice, basically. I eat white rice and just try to stay away from cake and cookies and ice cream and stuff like that. Just try to put a limit on it the best you can. Don't go too crazy, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy your life still, but, just try to limit that. And then also be, going on dates, trying to speak to women and do hard things and stuff like that. That also has a really great effect on your testosterone, you know what I'm saying? And just being on your purpose and stuff like that. And something else I need to add is mental health. Mental health is probably going to be one of the most, it's going to be like one of the biggest things that determines what your levels are. Because I know for me, back when I was in my situation, I was kind of living with my ex and I was working and stuff like that. I had terrible mental health. I was my anxiety was awful, and anxiety and stress and stuff like that. It's really going to make it harder. So what helped me with my anxiety was meditation. Meditation went a long way. So basically, you just close your eyes and you follow your breath. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go too much in detail with it. I'll probably make videos in the future about meditation. And then on top of that, you also want to journal down your feelings and what's your thoughts and everything that's on your head, and that right there will help relieve anxiety too. Gratitude journaling will help with your feeling happy and being grateful. And make sure you're saying your prayers. Speak to God, building up a relationship with God and everything. He gonna ensure that you're going the right way and you're confident in what you're doing. And it's like he's leading you, you know what I mean? So you're not doing this by yourself. He's leading you. That's part of your masculinity, you know what I mean? Because you're not in this by yourself. It's God has your back. He's there at all times, you know what I'm saying? So the testosterone, we also, I probably should have said this at the beginning of the video, but we also got to know the purpose of testosterone. The purpose isn't for, so you can make a lot of money in your business, or you can be aggressive to other dudes, or make a whole lot of money and build muscle. It's for reproductivity. It's for your reproductive system, you know what I mean? To have kids and stuff like that. You know, that's really what it was designed for. So when you think about it, you know, dating and women, like the opposite gender, is the ultimate motivation of life. You know what I'm saying? It's why we keep moving. It's why we are active or every single day. You know, when we don't have that, when we're not trying to actively, you know what I'm saying, get married or find or seek a partner, you know what I mean, then everything becomes pointless. Because the whole point of life is to spread your seed, is to literally spread your genes, you know what I'm saying? You know, your bloodline, have children, and then have grandchildren and teach them, build them up. You know what I'm saying? That's literally like the whole point of life. And without that, you know, you're not gonna be very masculine. You're not gonna stand for anything. You won't really have a purpose that much. Everything gonna feel pointless, and you're just gonna have lower testosterone. So it's also a mental thing too. It's not just the physical and your body. It's also your mind and your spirituality, the way you carry yourself. You know what I mean? You also got to believe in yourself. So it's like all these systems. You know, your mental health, your physical health, like your fitness and being in shape and all that, and you know, your dating life and your financials and all these areas of your life, spirituality. All these areas are working together to raise up your testosterone, to boost it up to the point where you can, you know, live life at a healthy way. You know what I mean? And your testosterone's higher, and then your masculinity is, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be perceived as masculine. So and I've also learned a lot about masculinity, but I'm, you know, of course I'm still learning, I'm still on the way. But yeah, I'll probably make a video. Ooh, I'm gonna step in something. I'll probably make a video on that in the future. Comment down below if you want to hear something about that. But yeah, this is a good talk with you, brother. It's a good talk, brother. Definitely follow all those tips that I gave you, techniques that I use, and you apply them in your life, maybe in like a month or 2, 3 months. And of course, I'm gonna update you on the journey, keep you posted on how everything is going, of course. But until then, my name is Raheem the Goat, and if you found this video helpful, you can resonate with it, and you want to improve your testosterone and follow my journey of spirituality, mental health, just masculinity in general, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video with anybody that you think it might help them. They need to see it. And like always, never give up. Your younger self is rooting for you. Peace.